talk about goodness. So in the members area though, y'all have something different. So the regular laws that they talk about based off of like biblical standpoint. Let's see. Um, and I gave everybody something, so just so y'all know. Okay, so for the regular community area, these are laws that basically everybody knows. Like, okay, so what I posted, alright, well I posted them all in the members area. I didn't realize it. It's major key components of God's laws, particularly from biblical perspective, often centered around principles that guide human behavior and spirituality. These components include, and it talks about the Ten Commandments, the foundational ethical guidelines given to Moses and the Israelites covering duties to God, i.e., worship, honoring God's name and duties to others, honoring parents, prohibitions against murder, adultery, theft, etc. Then it says the greatest commandments, Matthew 22:37. Jesus summarized God's law into two core components. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, your soul and mind. Love your neighbor as yourself. These are seen as the foundation upon which other laws are built. The golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. They emphasize reciprocity and ethical treatment of others. Covenant law. Throughout the Bible, God's law is tied to covenants. Abrahamic, Mosaic, and the New and the New Covenant, right? So it talks about number 5, justice, mercy, and faithfulness. Number 6, moral laws. These encompasses teachings about honesty, sexual ethics, fairness in business, care for the poor, and treatment of strangers and foreigners. It talks about ceremonial laws. In the Old Testament, these laws dictate ritual sacrifices and worship practices. Alright, so then it goes to number 8, teachings of Christ and the apostles. The New Testament expands on God's law, the teachings from Christ and his apostles. It says these elements together reflect God's desire for a relationship with humanity based on love, respect, justice, and righteousness. Alright, so that's in the regular members area for all the members. Alright, so what happened was then after that, I upgraded because literally it talks about the concept of aspects of God's law that make it unknown to humanity is often interpreted through spiritual, mystical, and esoteric lens. These could include dimensions of divine wisdom, cosmic laws that transcend human understanding, and hidden in various religious and metaphysical traditions. While not explicitly stated in Scripture, laws are some possibilities some consider um, hidden or deeper components of God's law. Then it talks about the law of divine oneness. So I think that actually may be in the higher. I think I put that in 10:3 because what's happening is y'all are about to get some lessons. Welcome to Earth. So in the members area, it says the law of evolutionary growth, the principle. So talking about the principles of giving and things of that nature, or just the physical evolution. And then it talks about the law of divine timing. Next one is, and it summarizes the thing. So 7 would be the law of love and universal force. 8 would be the law of the soul's blueprint. All right. So either way, it keeps going on. So there's bullet points there, and it says these hidden aspects of God's law suggest that the universe operates far more intricate spiritual principles than humanity can fully comprehend, requiring deep grasp. Okay, so then the next thing, which is, I know it's tier 3 because y'all are about to get some lessons. And there's actual homework there, and it talks about the idea of secret laws, often tied to spiritual or esoteric traditions, suggesting that these are universal principles or divine truths that remain hidden or incompletely understandable by humanity. Sorry, humanitarian. I don't have any glasses on, and I'm just thinking because I don't know why, but out of my sleep this happening. So tier 3. Here are some concepts of laws that might be considered sacred to man. Alright, it talks about the first law of correspondence, the law of polarity. I ain't going to go into it because it's basically we're tier 3, the members area. And so what also happens after that, if you look, it talks about welcome to Earth School. So it says class. So the first lesson that y'all are about to learn is the law of correspondence, okay? It has the objective there. The objective is to understand the spiritual principle of the law of correspondence, how it manifests in both the inner and outer worlds, and how students can apply this law to their personal or spiritual growth, okay? So it talks about introduction to the law of correspondence. The law of correspondence is one of the foundational principles found in esoteric and spiritual teachings. It is often summarized by the Hermetic phrase, as above, so below, as within, so without. This law tells us that there is a direct, mirrored relationship between, and it goes into the stuff, but I'm really going to go into it while we're right here, because it's actually for y'all. So it talks about steps of application, self-awareness. Start by becoming aware of your inner world. Then it talks about your inner work. Affirmations to visualize, to use affirmations to reinforce positive thoughts. It talks about observe your correspondence, but also examples in your daily life is what I also put there. Then it has relationships, examples with relationships, examples of your health and well-being. Then there, if you keep going down, it talks about your homework assignment. So the homework assignment, you should see it, and it tells you that this is what you're journaling. So choose one area of your life to work on the alignment with the law of correspondence. Either way, this lesson helps students grasp the profound relationship between their inner world and their life circumstances, empowering them to align their inner state with their highest aspirations. Because, okay, so why this is even happening? Last night I told y'all I had out of the mouths of babes, a child gave me a message that was exactly on point, okay? Because I already knew what the child was talking about, right? Penny Boy, hi, welcome. Alright, let's see who else we got over there. Miss Kelly, hi Miss Kelly. Alright, so the tiers, the lessons are inside of the members area, but tier 3 is actually who is getting this lesson. Because y'all are going through an ascension, and this is something that y'all are going to understand. It also helps you manifest a whole lot faster because what people think is the manifestation. Y'all mind y'all, I just woke up out of my sleep for this, so this is, apparently one of the things that they were talking about because they said we're running out of time because I was not, fast tracking y'all, I guess. So the ones that need to be fast tracked is about to be fast tracked. Y'all been asking questions and y'all been wanting answers that basically I couldn't give y'all because of the fact that everybody has to take their journey the way they want it or the way they need to, because there's free will. Because there's, and mind you, each lesson, so the law of correspondence is just the first lesson. I can tell y'all what the next set of ones are going to be. Actually, no. I'll tell y'all when, tier 3, if you are here, look in tier 3, y'all will see that. So each one of those will have a lesson attached to it just like that because, again, fast tracking y'all. That way you get what you need, you understand what you need, and there's principles attached to some of the stuff that will help you. I don't know why right now I can see there's an orb that's looking kind of, I don't know, golden tone or something. Either way, so this is one of the things that should and will help you. But the first lesson is already there. I hope this helps y'all, and I'll be doing videos attached to them for the members area because it'll just be me saying what already there, but also it's kind of fun. But I hope y'all actually gain some clarity with this. I would like some feedback if it's possible from the tier 3 members based off of the things that y'all learn through the lessons and the way they are. It's a whole outline. It has a lot of information in each one of them. And for those of y'all that was requesting a mentor or help along your journey, this is it. And Aaron, I don't know if you can see it. I don't even know why I didn't bring it. Oh, I think I did bring it glasses. I can't see shit. And my eyes are adjusting way too, whatever that is. Hold on, Miss Kelly. Let me see if I have my glasses up here. Because some weird, strange things is happening. Either way, weird, strange as far as why am I awake and fucking writing shit to be with the pages because don't even ask me what made me do this for this. Hi, Miss Kelly. Miss Kelly said hi. And I'll put in the long corner. I can just clear you. No, I'm in my room. Oh, you mean from the beginning when I was just sitting there? Because I was trying to get myself together to figure out what I was doing, that's all. I was actually trying to go to my other channel because it wouldn't let me log in from my Spirit Lightwork channel, so I was commenting from my building myself, so that's me at the top of the page. But what's happening is apparently some fast tracking going on from some of the members because y'all have been asking for some mentorship and some help with some information along your journey. And so there's lessons now being given. It's Earth School lessons because hey, Earth School we do this shit by living it and going through it. And apparently we're getting some assistance and some help in one of the areas because I'm being given lessons and assignments with actual information that could be helpful. Hopefully it's helpful to y'all. Let me see, I'm gonna go back to that where I can give y'all a little bit more insight as to some of these things and what it's saying. Alright, so introduction to the law of correspondence. The law of correspondence is one of the foundation principles found and supported in spiritual teachings. Is often summarized. Oh, I already read that. So it talks about the concept, microcosm, macrocosm, small scale such as your inner thoughts, emotions, and consciousness. The large scale is such as the universe, society, and the outer events of your life. Two is understanding the phrase as above, so below. So this phrase captures the essence of the law of correspondence. It means that patterns, principles, and energies that exist in this realm, such as spiritual or mental plane, are mirrored in another, such as the physical mirror. Therefore, the state of your inner world directly affects your external experiences. So it gives you examples of that, and then it talks about the hidden aspects of the universe and correspondence. So many people are unaware of how their inner state affects their external reality. Without this awareness, they may feel as though life happens to them, rather than understanding that their inner thoughts, beliefs, and emotions are influenced dominate their inner world. This connection keeps them from realizing that they have the power to influence their life by shifting their inner state. Alright, then it talks about 4, applying the law of correspondence. That was the first one. So we've gone into, so like I said, if you look on the members area on the wall, it talks about that, but each lesson is going to be broken down. So it talks about the idea of the secret law, because these are supposed to be secret laws, often tied to spiritual or ethical traditions, sorry, testament. There is universal principles of divine truth that remain hidden or incompletely understood by humanity. Here are some concepts of law that might be considered secret command. Alright, so it talks about the law of polarity, the law of divine flow or effortless manifestation, the law of grace. Because some people, even though we talk about karma, and this is one of the things, but this is lesson 4, and it'll be broken down to the same way that the first lesson is being broken down. And it talks about while the law of cause and effect are well-known spiritual principles, the law of grace is often seen as transcending karma, because God can grant grace. It's the divine ability to forgive, reset, or neutralize consequences that, according to karmic laws, should unfold. So, meaning, this is how you escape your karma, by being granted grace. But grace comes from God. This law operates beyond human understanding of justice and balance, offering mercy in situations where karmic retribution would otherwise be expected. That's like when I gave y'all that scenario when I said Moneyville and Isaac was doing something wrong, but they ended up not being held accountable for it because God granted them grace. So that was the thing. So this is where these lessons are being taught, but they're also, like I said, they're in the members area. So you have to be a member of the channel to actually see exactly what I'm talking about. You have to be a member of level tier 3 in order to get the lesson and be able to write it out the way I'm about to teach it in this video, because this is tier 3 stuff. But the laws, the general laws, the regular laws are just in the members area period. Because it's probably actually going to be a part of the channel message in the morning anyway. So there is definitely something happening because it's talking about in accordance to the law. So things being done in accordance to the law, and people thinking that they're more important to the system than what they are, they're actually not. And when you're being called to handle something or do something and you don't do it, and then you wonder why somebody else is put in your place, because you have free will, but also we're running out of time. Certain things have to be taught, certain things have to be done. And apparently we're on a schedule, which has already been given, because again, we're talking about a prophecy or something that is being laid out, but it has to be done in the way that it's supposed to be, the way that it was set out by God in order to be done, laid out. And so there are certain ones of you that are teachers or people on assignment, and don't ask me why. Maybe you did one the assignment, maybe you behind in the assignment, maybe I don't know why. It would be like the Jonah and the whale is what it's giving me. Maybe you're waiting when meanwhile you should be already in action. I don't know. But the point of it is it was given to me as like fast tracking certain ones, the ones that really want to know. And that's why I see it done the way that it is, because for one, everything don't pertain to everybody. The ones that it pertains to, y'all don't know it, y'all don't understand it, and that's y'all want it what it is. Like I said, everything not being understood, all I know is I was sleeping, now I'm awake, and this is what I heard doing when I woke up. It's also also being a thing about not looking back. So whoever's here is here, whoever's not is not, and just continue to move on because there's a thing that's happening, and certain ones of y'all understand the movement and the shift that's actually taking place. And if not for nothing, some of y'all are getting ready to end up in some different places sooner rather than later. Probably sooner than y'all do. So y'all may be experiencing or feeling like the movement that's taking place. Hey Tanya, y'all feel the shift and the movement that's taking place, and y'all know that pretty soon y'all are going to be moving to a different state, a different location. It's also a different state of mind, so take it how it resonates with you, but some of y'all are actually moving to a different state. Some of y'all are definitely being brought towards y'all soul tribe members in a way that is, like Tanya said, she said, I don't know why I'm going to get out, leave, but I receive the right piece. Which sometimes even when I'm up like this, it makes me sleep past now than 7 o'clock or even. But if that happens, it doesn't matter because the message is already being given. So, tier 3, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Everybody was given the general laws, but it moves deeper because there were 3 sets of laws that were actually given. It was almost like depending upon the security level of the situation, but I think there's more because there's more. I just feel like I was just given the first set and writing the first set because the lessons got to be given. But it's deeper, meaning deeper west is what I want to say, but I explain it, I don't know. But apparently Earth School is definitely giving out actual lessons now. And so those that have been doing the eyes definitely see. Everybody's not a part of whatever is happening. And not that I'm excluding anybody, it's just that's the way that it's being put. Some people just get stuck to the plate and they just don't want to. So depending upon who and what that is, because I don't even know what that means for y'all. I just know that what it means for me is that when I don't do something, I get forced into doing it. Some of y'all don't get forced into doing it. Maybe it's not that important, or maybe it's not that this is your assignment or your lesson, or something for you to complete during this lifetime. I just know that I'm completing what I gotta complete during this lifetime because that's one of the things that I said. That's one of the things that I set out to do. So it's important for me to get the job done and, cross the T's, dot the I's, and get the job done. Because there's certain stuff that I want to do after this that I can't do until whatever this is plays itself out and I just submit to whatever it is. So this means submitting to whatever this divine plan is, and those other lessons that are being set forth for y'all. So there's actual homework there, and it's mind you just working on yourself. These are the things. Applying the rules, applying the laws. And if not for nothing, if it helps you manifest faster your new reality or your new state, then that means that I did what I was supposed to have done. But as of now, like I said, the people who are meant to get it, and the people who've been asking me about mentoring them, and the people who've been following the channel and seeing where this is going and how it's playing out, the information that y'all wanted is right there. Right in y'all face. Hey, Ebony. Girl, yeah, because I've been over here doing assignments and lessons for Earth School that are being given to the members of the channel, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 3, that has the, I want to say, I guess, more advanced information. And something about somebody, y'all being fast tracked. So that was the message because out of the mouth of the baby, I got a message that already was being given from a child as So like some of the questions to a lot of y'all, or some of the answers to a lot of y'all questions will be kind of answered as we complete this series and as we move on this timeline. If something has been done differently or something is being done differently. So either way, so hopefully, yeah, 1, 2, and 3. Tier 3, though, more importantly, because that's where all the major assignments are there. Because again, that information ain't for everybody, and that process isn't for everybody. Only the people who are actually wanting to go through it. So y'all are being given some assignments to complete, but also that should help you understand better some of the situations that y'all been going through. So there's that.